Good morning, everyone. I have something I really want to convey to you today. It's about the power of breath and how quickly it can turn around some very powerful symptoms. So last Friday, I got triggered and I had some old dormant post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms resurface, such as hypervigilance, fear, and some other undesirable symptoms that I recognize. So it happened because a man on the bus was behaving the same way my brother behaved around me the last time I was sexually assaulted. So I tried to, block it out instead of being very present when it happened. And the side effects were really, really quite awful. I was very lucky though, because I always know there's a greater design behind these things. The following morning, I had just begun a breathwork training with Alchemy of Breath, which I'm going to run off to just right after this video. And I wanted to share with you how powerful it was for me, because I looked at that as an opportunity to dive into the pain that I was feeling. I didn't get much sleep, but I was like, hey, there are no coincidences in this life. And so I went into the breath work totally ready to face what I was feeling and to see what was going to come up. And it was very powerful. It was about 50 minutes of breathing this very powerful breath. And it was amazing because through the process, I realized that I could become more present and face what was happening and actually get better and heal myself quicker. In fact, within 24 hours, all the symptoms had gone. Before, when symptoms would crop up, it would take usually a few days to a week for them to disappear or dissipate. And to be honest, I did use some of my other tantric breathwork techniques towards the end of the evening. I did some Uddiyana Bandhas, not the Hatha yoga practice, but the tantric yoga practice, which is a little more, how should I put it, it's a longer practice. It's much deeper. And I was really thrilled to see the change and the difference. And I knew that I had to come and convey this to you. And I just want to share a few of the things that I learned from this less than 24-hour turnaround, okay? The first thing I noticed during the breath was I needed to forgive the man yesterday who triggered these post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, because I was grateful to him that I could learn through diving into the practice that I could also turn it around and share it with you. And like, it's part of my journey, it's my life's work to share this with others. I was also, I forgave my brother once again, and also was grateful to him for everything that this experience has brought to me and the ability I have to share this with others and show others that trauma is not a life sentence. Trauma, you can use it as a superpower. And that's my little secret that I'm sharing with you. And there are ways to do that. And the other thing I learned was through the practice of breathwork and the work that we did, was to consciously commit to being present when I'm triggered. And it was really interesting because when I got triggered, I was thinking, how can I deal with this? Because before, I used to be quite aggressive. When I felt I was being triggered, I would show men that I was not afraid. And, I learned a lot of martial arts and things like that, and I would be totally aggressive. And obviously all of that has changed with yoga and tantra, and I'm a pacifist now. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do in this situation? I had no idea. And I kept questioning myself the night when the symptoms came up and I couldn't sleep and all of that. And it was interesting. The next day I do the breath work and boom, here's the answer. And I've been working with that, trying to use that in situations where I'm triggered and see how it works. And guess what? It works. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you today and really encourage you to try some of the breath work on my website. The training that I'm going to hop on like in a half an hour is called Alchemy of Breath. The link is already on this Transcend group. And I, of course, do a lot of other breathwork techniques. And so I will be sharing them in the coming weeks. And I just wanted to wish you a good day and tell you that this is possible, okay? And that quick turnarounds are very real. And we don't have to suffer in silence. And if you're feeling triggered by anything today, today, I ask you to commit to being present when it happens, and tell me if you have any tools that work for you, because I'd love to hear what they are for you. All right, have a lovely day and see you soon. Bye.